Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing the European outlook for today's second video. So as always on a Thursday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for next week to 10 days across Europe, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say back first, the video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we've got a 10 to 14 day with all our break features coming up to you later on today as well. Please like, share and subscribe on all today's videos and content, and thank you so much everybody for doing that. Right, we're going to start off with the situation across Europe today then. So we've got an area of low pressure coming in off the Atlantic into the western part of Europe through Ireland and towards the UK. Trough of low pressure also up across Scandinavia and into northeastern parts of Europe, and pressure weakening down across southern Europe as well. Upper air temperatures show that the hottest of the air is through Spain and Portugal, and up the far eastern side of Europe it is cooler though out to the north and to the west as well. So we've got outbreaks of rain spreading from Ireland in towards parts of England and Wales through today. Some of that extends down into northern France as well. And then showers and longer spells of rain in the east and the northeast of Europe. So it looks very wet through Finland and extending down into the Baltic Sea states of Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania, and then we come back in towards the north of Germany, into Denmark, and also in towards the Low Countries and northern Poland, and we find we've got showers and longer spells of rain through there as well. Much of Norway and large portions of Sweden away from the far south looking a little bit dry, but some showers scattered about, and they have got some showers over on the east side of Europe as well, from the Balkans to the Black Sea. But most parts of the Med looking mostly dry, hot and sunny from Italy back to Spain, Portugal, though there are some showers and thunderstorms into the north of Africa there, somewhat unusually. Precipitation, temperature-wise I should say, so it looks very warm over on the eastern side of Europe and around Spain, Portugal as well, very hot through southern parts of Spain and Portugal in particular. It is significantly cooler though further north and west. Into tomorrow we're going to find a ridge starts to try to get going across the western part of Europe as the trough of low pressure gets pushed more towards Scandinavia as well. Upper air temperatures looking very warm to hot across southern parts of Europe again, through the south of France and towards the far south of Germany, and particularly focusing on Spain and also Portugal once more. Very warm over on the east side of Europe. Greece, Turkey looking pretty hot too. It is really in the north and west of Europe where those upper air temperatures are cooler. Precipitation wise, we've got further heavy showers and longer spells of rain through the Baltic Sea states, and again back towards Sweden in particular, in towards Scandinavia. Further wet weather from the north of Spain through the Bay of Biscay in towards western and northern parts of France, with that extending through the Low Countries and towards Germany too. Most parts of southern and eastern southeast Europe looking mostly dry, hot and sunny, and out to the north and west is turning drier through the UK, Ireland and Norway, although still a little bit on the showery side. Temperatures are hot in the east and in the south, cooler further north and west once again. Saturday we'll find high pressure strengthening across western parts of Europe and starting to move into some central regions. Still that trough of low pressure up over Scandinavia though. Upper air temperatures generally looking very warm to hot across the south and the southeast of Europe, and becoming warmer out to the north and the west as well actually, starting to lift those upper air temperatures up a little bit. So as that high pressure builds into the north and west, we start to weaken pressure further south, so we get some heavy showers and thunderstorms breaking out through Spain in particular. Some of those storms pushing in towards southern parts of France and also affecting parts of North Africa too. Northwards, we've got further showers and longer spells of rain through the Baltic Sea and towards Finland, and again down into those Baltic Sea states. But in between, there's a large area of dry weather with just some scattered showers through parts of the Low Country, Germany and into Poland. Temperatures look hot in the east and the southeast Europe again, so easily into mid to upper 20 Celsius, if not higher. Cooler though through Spain and Portugal, where we've got those showers and thunderstorms breaking out, and starting to turn warmer through France, into Germany, into the Low Countries, and into southern parts of England as well. At the same time, they're looking very cool, very chilly, autumnal really, through Norway and into many central and northern parts of Sweden. So high pressure strengthening further across much of Western Europe as we go through into sunny, but at the same time low pressure developing down towards Spain and Portugal. We're starting to bring some hot air up out of Africa with this ridge of high pressure potentially. upper air temperatures show very hot air from Africa beginning to surge northwards in towards the Med, just starting to push up into towards southern parts of France maybe. At the same time, though, Spain, Portugal looking cooler away from the far east anyway. We have that area of low pressure. And under the area of high pressure, we've got the upper air temperatures lifting up here through France, through the Low Countries, in towards Ireland and the UK, and also Germany too. Still looking relatively cool, though, through Scandinavia and the far north of Europe. With that area of high pressure, lots of dry weather around as well on sunny Ireland, UK, France, Low Countries, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, and much of Poland, Denmark as well, much of Sweden, looking mostly dry too. Some showing rain in towards Norway, but the real wet weather is down through Spain and Portugal again. Big showers and thunderstorms, possibly merging into longer spells of thundery rain through there, and some heavy showers from the east of Poland in towards the Ukraine, but through much of the Balkans and down to southeast Europe, it looks mostly dry there on Sunday. Getting ever hotter through France, we see the temperature going into 30 Celsius there, and becoming much warmer just generally across many western parts of Europe. Around that area of high pressure. The east of Europe looks quite hot as well. Spain, Portugal, though, is cooler with both showers and thunderstorms, and looking really very cool, if not chilly, through Norway and extending into Sweden as well. That takes us through into Monday, where we've got high pressure dominating again through most of western and increasing to central parts of Europe. Still looking like we've got some low pressure down towards Spain, Portugal, and further low pressure from the Atlantic and Norwegian Sea affecting portions of Scandinavia. The upper air temperatures are getting hotter through France, with the heat surging northwards from North Africa into France, taking plus 20 Celsius iceberg through there. Hot air also beginning to, or very warm too, hot air also extending northwards in towards Ireland and the UK as well. We've got much warmer air pushing into southern parts of Scandinavia, so Denmark and Sweden. Seeing those upper air temperatures lifting up over North Scandinavia looks cooler. And on the eastern side of Europe, we see slightly cooler upper air temperatures as well. Precipitation-wise, showers or longer spells of rain through Scandinavia, especially affecting Norway into Sweden, and also pushing over Baltic Sea into northern parts of Finland as well. Showers and thunderstorms perhaps affecting Spain and Portugal. A few showers over on the eastern side of Mediterranean too, but over the area of high pressure in most places looking dry actually on Monday. And the hottest weather is across France, with temperatures again easily into the 30s Celsius through there. Very warm generally across much of Western Europe, and over on the east side of Europe, maybe not quite as hot as it has been. High pressure dominating much of Europe on Tuesday, being loads of dry and fine weather. Look at those upper air temperatures, hot from North Africa through the Med into France and increasingly towards Germany and the Low Countries as well. Very warm, too hot through Ireland, England, Wales too. It is cooler though across Scandinavia, keeping those westerly winds going through there, becoming hotter through Spain and Portugal again on Tuesday. Precipitation, we've got wet weather off the Atlantic and Norwegian Sea affecting northern parts of Norway, Sweden, and in towards Finland and down into Baltic Sea states once more. Otherwise, loads of dry weather and that big area of high pressure, but we do run into more showers and storms through Portugal, just into the far north of Spain. Some wet weather just starting to affect the far south of Ireland as well, maybe, and some heavy showers and thunderstorms in the far eastern portion of the Mediterranean Sea as well. And temperature-wise, once more, the hottest of the temperatures through France, but generally looking very warm too, hot across most western parts of Europe. It is cooler though in the far north once again. And then on into Wednesday, well, high pressure is maintained and dominating across much of northern and also central and western Europe, where lower pressure is trying to move in from off the Atlantic in towards France, UK, and Ireland. The upper air temperatures are looking hot up the western side of Europe. This looks like a proper spell of hot weather, dare I say, a heat wave even through western parts of Europe through next week. However, northern and northeast Europe looking a lot cooler there, with winds in from much more of a west or a northwesterly direction. Looks very warm to hot through much of the Mediterranean as well, of course. And under the area of high pressure, lots of dry weather, just some heavy showers, maybe a few thunderstorms affecting far southwest of England and Wales, possibly in towards Ireland as well. One or two showers in towards northern parts of Spain, but most parts of western, central and eastern Europe looking very dry on Wednesday. Have to go to the far north and northeast Europe to find showers on the spells of rain, and into the far eastern part of the Mediterranean once again. Temperature-wise, it is cooler in the far north of Europe. That's where autumn is lurking, but most areas see summer continuing on Wednesday, very warm or hot again, particularly focusing on France for the hottest of the temperatures. High pressure just beginning to slip a little bit further eastwards through into Thursday, possibly a hint of a fungy low starting to out through the Bay of Biscay by then. As this high pressure slips eastwards, it will start to take the hottest of the air to the east as well. So the upper air temperatures show that the heat is just beginning to ease slightly through the UK and Ireland, the far west of France, and starting to slip a little bit further eastwards. That said, most parts of Europe looking very warm or hot on Thursday. Just in the far north and northeast Europe, do those upper air temperatures look cooler again. And that area of high pressure, lots of dry weather to come on Thursday. Most parts of Europe, some wet weather into far north of Scandinavia. A few showers and thunderstorms through northern parts of Spain to southern France and the Bay of Biscay. Some showers and storms possibly affecting Ireland and western portions of Britain, but otherwise most areas are dry, sunny and also hot. We see those hot temperatures gradually extending a little bit further eastwards by Thursday, and then that takes us through into Friday. I'll just run you on to day 10. So essentially high pressure still dominating weather across most parts of Europe. That high pressure is drifting further northwards though with time, taking the hottest of the air northwards and eastwards with it, and increasingly by day 10, which gets us to certainly the 10th of September, just increasing signs of lower pressure beginning to spread some wet weather in off the Atlantic into the far west of Europe. But of course that's a long way out, and we'll have to wait and see about that. So summer comes back as we get into meteorological autumn, and we'll keep you updated about all of this, of course, on the channel. So if you've enjoyed this European Outlook, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll do it all over again next Thursday. We're going to be back shortly with your 10 to 14 there, including all our break features. Come back for that in a little while. But for the European Outlook, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.